So let's get started. Lie on your back. If you can't see me or can't hear me, let me know. Otherwise, off we go. So you lie on your back, have the knees bent, feet flat, and a couple of times put your hands on your hips, and we're just going to tuck the hips under to flatten the back. And then lengthen the tailbone long. So when you lengthen, you should have a natural curve to the lower back, but your ribs are still down. So when you tuck, you wake up the lower core. And when you go to the lengthened position, you restore the curves. And tuck under, you could exhale here and inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck. And exhale, lengthen. One more. Exhale, tuck. And inhale to lengthen. The next thing we do is to get ready. Many of the exercises in the mat work have the head up to find the right position. Place your hands one on top of the other behind your the bottom of your skull. So right before the neck begins. Elbows are wide. Inhale, stay where you are. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up so you're right on the tip of your shoulders. Inhale, come down. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Try not to tuck. And inhale, lower. And exhale, lift up to the tips of shoulders. So remember this place for the 100. Lower your head down. So very first exercise is a breathing exercise, the 100. We breathe in for 5 counts, out for 5, 10 times. So you pull your knees into your chest, give them a good hug. Make sure that you feel like the hip flexors are loose enough here. Lift your head and shoulders up to that same place and send the legs first to tabletop, arms extend. Vigorously pump the arms up and down, breathe, inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. 3 more like this. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale vigorously, going up and down. Inhale and exhale. Now keep going. Another 5 breaths. If you can, extend the legs to 45. If you can, even lower. Another one. Inhale and exhale. Make sure head and shoulders are up, looking into your core. 2 more, deep breath. Exhale all the air out. Last one, inhale. Exhale all the air out. Bend in the knees and lower your head. Good, put your hands under the crease of the knee. Lift your head, rock up to seated. We do the half roll down. So the elbows are lifted, head is round, diving forward, lower back very rounded. You roll back until your arms are straight. Then without the hip flexors becoming the primary mover, you just round your spine, flex your spine forward. Inhale back. Exhale up and over. Inhale back. Exhale up and over. Last one, inhale and exhale. All right, so the full exercise is the roll up. If it bothers your back, don't do it. Extend your legs, roll down, lift your arms to the ceiling, and maybe back 45 degrees. We start with an inhale, lift the arms, lift the head, lower the arms, maybe bend your knees, and exhale on the exertion to round forward, pulse 2, 3, roll back, inhale. I soften my knees a little bit to get through the lower back, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale at the exertion, scooping the abdominals back. 2, 3, roll back, inhale. Now without those pulses, we flow. Inhale up, exhale, reach forward, inhale, roll back. Exhale, up and back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, reach, 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 and rolling back. Always go to the modification if you need it. And last one, inhale. Exhale, reach. and you roll all the way back. Good. So if you have a TheraBand, you could put it over your foot now. If you don't, just do what I'm doing. I grab behind the right thigh, lying down, extend the leg to stretch it and bend. Extend and stretch and bend. Extend, bend the knee, and extend and bend. Then you extend and stay. Put the arm across, opposite arm, so that the leg is crossing the midline. So I have my toes opposite my opposite shoulder. Just stay there, take a deep breath. And then you bend the other knee in, legs together, hands between your legs, and open to the side so you get a stretch through the groin. So you want to keep your ribs down and let gravity do the stretch. So you have to be kind of relaxed for this, right? And then come up, let's stretch the other side before we do one leg circles. So you stretch the leg and bend the knee, doing that 5 times, and stretch, bend. As you're stretching, make sure your hips do not tuck under, but stay stable. Then you stretch and stay, opposite hand comes across, bring that leg across the midline. My other hand is helping the same hip to stay down, so I get a better stretch. Deep breath, exhale. Then bring the other knee in, hands between the legs, open the legs to the side so you get a stretch right through the front of your hips. Stay there and breathe, breathe, breathe. And then you come up. So the exercise is one leg circles. Bring the right leg up to the ceiling. The other foot is flexed and parallel. Bring the leg to the ceiling across the midline, circle around and up, across, swing around and up, cross, circle around and up. Couple more, circle around and up. So you're really swinging the leg and you catch, reverse the direction, open to the same shoulder, swing and up. If you put your hands on your hips, you'll feel that the hips are stable, open, circle around and up. 2 more, open. So my hips are not swinging. And last one, circle around and up. Bend in the knee, give it a good stretch. Send it long on the midline. If you lift your head, you're in the middle of your mat. Bring the other leg in, give it a quick hug, leg up to the ceiling, and we start. Let's put hands on hips again. Leg goes across to the opposite shoulder, swing it up, cross. As you swing and you stop, it's your core keeping you stable. Cross, circle and up. 2 more, cross, circle around and up. Last one, circle around and up. Reverse, open to the same shoulder, swing around and up. All of your core is very quiet, open. So rather than your core moving any place, it's holding you stable. 2 more, circle around and up. Last one, circle around and up. Give a good hug. So if the roll up was hard, you can do a rock up to seated, hands under crease of knee, and rock up. Otherwise, extend your legs again and do a slow roll up. Inhale, exhale, reach forward to transition to rolling like a ball. So generally we put our hands next to the hips, and you see I'm a little flat right now. So as I move forward, it tucks my hips under to put me into a rounder position. We'll start with hands under the crease of the knee. I'm in a diamond shape. My knees are apart, heels together, and rounded forward. First, just the balance. You can feel how hard it is to just stay very quiet there. Maintain the shape and you rock back to the tips of the shoulders, come right back up and find the balance. And you go again, go back and up. So take a look at me. Don't pull your knees in as you go. Keep the distance from your knees to your shoulders the same. One more like that, back and up and stay, stay, stay. Now harder. If you want to challenge, hands to the ankles, dive your head between the knees, elbows lifted and back, and up and stay, and scoop, 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 and back, and up and hold. 2 more. Stay, scoop, 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 last one, and up, and hold, 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 and the feet go down. Okay, ab series single leg stretch is always hard. So you'll mirror me, and then when in doubt, you'll just have two hands under on the outside of the knees. So mirror me, opposite hand under the knee on the outside, same hand on the ankle. We'll be doing this on the back, switch the legs, switch the arms. So you see I can't open the leg. And switch, opposite hand under the knee, same on the ankle, and one more here. So with holding your right leg, chin to the chest, you roll down, the head will stay up, the other leg goes to the diagonal. Hug the knee in, let's inhale. Switch to the other side, switch the arms, exhale. Inhale on the right. Exhale on the left. Inhale on the right. And exhale on the left. And we do double time, keep switching. Inhale, change, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, elbows up. And last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in, lower your head. Next is double leg stretch. So you lift your head and shoulders up. And at the same time, arms and legs go away. Circle the arms, bend the knees, exhale, come in. Good. Inhale, arms and legs out. Circle, exhale, and in. Again, deep breath, inhale. Circle, exhale. This is number 4. And exhale. If you want to challenge, legs go lower. Circle, exhale, in. 3 more. So the arms don't go lower because you can't maintain the shoulder girdle in the correct position. And around, and last one, pull your core in and around, and the head comes down. Great. Scissors is next. Can you guys, I don't know if you can see me. Quick break. I think I have to. No, everyone's muted. Okay, so we're fine. Great. Scissors, that gave you a little break. Yay. All right, so number 3 of the 5 exercises in the abs series. So use your arms to help you lift head and shoulders up. 2 legs up to the ceiling. Leave the right leg up, the left goes out. Either grab the right ankle or behind the thigh. Double pulse, pull, pull, change, pull, pull, change, pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull. Good, guys, pull, pull. 4 more sets, pull, pull. 3 more. Look into your core, no pooching. Last. Good, bend the knees, lower your head. So this one is great because the next one, because you get to put hands behind your neck. So one hand on top of the other for lower lift. Place the hands at the base of the skull. Lift head and shoulders up and legs go up. Start with a small range of motion. Look into your core, lower the legs, and lift up. Stop it perpendicular. Don't let your hips tuck under. And lower and up. If that's okay, we do 3 counts. Lower, 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 and a lift. And lower, 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 and a lift. Let's add flex the feet. Flex, 2, 3, point and up. Look into your core, come up higher. 2, 3, and up. I'm actually correcting myself. Lower, 2, 3, point and up. No pooching in the core, and lower, 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 and lift. Bend the knees and lower your head. That's the hardest one on the back, so be careful of that one. All right, crisscross. Crisscross is for twisting and working your obliques, not just the rectus abdominis. I mean, these all work the obliques, but this one especially. So hands behind the neck again. Lift your head and shoulders up. And then you twist to the right. I'm just twisting to you. Opposite leg goes away. 3, 2, 1. Up. Lift yourself higher through the center and twist. 2. So I'm twisting more. I'm not just staying there. Up. Twist more. Twist more. Twist more. Come up. Twist more and more and more. And up. 1 more before a break. 2, 3. Last one. Up and twist. 2, 3, and up and lie down. All right. Rock up to seated. If you happen to have a a yoga block or a ball, you can put that between your knees. Okay, and hands under the crease of the knee. You do a little bit of a half roll down. Keep your feet down. Here's where I need not to have socks, so I have some traction with my feet, and cross the arms. So we do that twisting again. So if you're twisting toward me, so you twist more, 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 and through the center, and twist, and twist, and twist, and through the center, more, more, hugging the knees, and twist to the other side. 2, 3. One more set. Twist, 2, 3. Last one, and twist, 2, 3. And you can reach forward over your legs. So all of the ab series, we always do 8 to 10 sets, and we've only done 6 sets. So we'll do one more, and you'll have a choice of doing the same one, or if you want, do what I'm doing, put yourself in a diamond shape and you twist. So I'm balancing, and right, you don't need the ball, I just put it there. 2, 3. So my legs are in a diamond shape, so my quads are not doing the work. I put them to the side and twist. 2, 3. One more set. Twist. 2, 3. Last one, and twist. 2, 3, and up. Great. Stay up. All right. Spine stretch forward. My legs are in a V. Not a wide straddle. That's not what this one's about. So we have these moon boxes on the traditional classical mats. So my heels are in the center. Arms are forward. And you lift up, inhale. Now keep the arms in this position. Drop the head between your arms. And exhale as you round the upper back. So it's like the crown of my head is reaching to the mat. Inhale, come up. As I come up, I plug my arms in. And exhale over. Reaching, reaching, rounding. Pull the core in and up. Inhale up. And exhale forward. So it's not a big forward. It's to open up your middle back. And up. We'll do 2 here. Put your hands on the mat. Push and get yourself taller. If you have a ball, you can push the ball. And then walk your hands forward. Reach, scoop your abdominals back. And come up. Inhale. And exhale, reach forward. And that's it. Open leg rocker. So I move a little bit forward and make sure that as I rock back and forth, like rolling like a ball, that my head is on the mat and my legs aren't going to hit anything. So you put your hands either behind the thighs or on top of the ankles, and then you extend into a V. Everyone draw the legs together and open them. Then the head comes in. You can either stay there and wait for us or rock back. Come up and find the balance. So my head comes up, I'm looking forward toward my feet. Head in, scoop in, go back, keep the head in, don't hit the back of your head. Lift up. Let's add breath. Head in, inhale as you go back. Exhale up, because the exhale helps you. It's the exertion. 2 more, inhale. Exhale up, stay there. I'm fighting for it. And last one, inhale. Exhale up, stay, stay, stay. Draw the legs together. And then you walk down your legs and hug your knees in. The next one is corkscrew. So corkscrew, lying down position. If your back is feeling a little iffy, take your hands like a diamond, like I'm showing you, and put it under your tailbone. Or if you want a little extra, put a TheraBand over your feet and the legs are up to the ceiling. So we're gonna do this little up, down. It's not overhead, up, down. It's perpendicular, up, down. See how tiny? And then the legs go 45 degrees right, center, left, and stop. And you go up, down, and go left, center, right, and stop. Now we're going to do a little more swingy now so that there's some momentum. Up, down, go right, center around and stop. A little harder, right? Up, down, and let the legs swing so your core has to work hard and your shoulders to stay stable. Up, down, swing the legs around and up. You should feel your core. Up, down, and swing the legs around. Good, one more set. If it's starting to get tiring, do smaller range of motion. It's fine. Up, down, last one. Circle around and up, down. Great. Hug your knees in, either do a roll up or rock up to seated. We go for the saw. So the saw is in a V again. It's flexion, a lot of flexion in Pilates. We get to the extension soon. Feet are flexed, toes are back, core in. Start with the arms to the side. Wherever you are, see if you can twist toward me so you can see this back arm. To safely go flexion forward, I drop this arm down and back, internally rotate. The other hand forward, reach. 2, 3, come up like a T. Twist, the other arm goes down and back and reach. Scooping the abdominals back and up. Inhale. Twist, lower the arm and exhale, reach forward. 3, 2, 1, up tall. Inhale, twist, down and back and exhale. 3, 2, 1, one more set. Inhale, twist, down and back and reach. 2, 3, last one. Twist, exhale, and up. All right, so you draw the legs together, lie down in the other direction. I'm going to swing my legs around because of where I have my computer, so I can sort of look toward the screen. All right, so I'm actually going to put my feet off the ends. Another advantage of these raised mats in the classical work. We're doing swan prep and swan dive modified. So I start very long. Most important thing, push your hips down. Feel like you're tucking, so your hip bones push into your mat and your lower core lifts off the mat. You try to maintain that. Hands next to chest, anchor hips, lift abdominals, come up. Open the front of your chest, keep the back of your neck long. Put the heel of the hand into the mat, and then you come up just to a 90-degree angle of the elbows. And then you come down slowly. I keep testing to see if I can let go. And then go all the way down. Anchor hips, lift abdominals, come up just with your upper back muscles. And then put heel of hand in and you press yourself up. So if you look forward, you'll see that I am not cranking my neck up. I'm keeping the back of my neck long. And then coming down slowly, lifting my hands as arched as possible so my upper back has a lot of work to do. And down, last one. Anchor hips, lift abdominals, up you come, put heel of hand in, come up, up, up. Now I want you to stay here. And then if you want, go into modified swan dive. So you would release the arms, legs up and come up. Release and up. 2 more, release and up. Last one, stay, come down all the way, push yourself back into rest pose. Push. All right, come forward. You're in a Sphinx position. If this bothers your neck or shoulders, you can always just do the next one with the head down, okay? So legs drawn together, single leg kicks. One knee bends and kick, kick, and then you lengthen it. Bend, kick, other one, lengthen. Now notice my hips are so anchored that there's no movement or little movement in the hips, as little as possible. And kick, kick. So it's my hamstrings and glutes that keep me very stable. So only the muscles needed for the action of the knee bend are working. And let's go double time. Kick, kick. They switch in the air. Kick, 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 kick. Are your abs lifted? Is your chest open? Is there any tension in your shoulders? Try to release it. Good. Last one is double leg kick. So this one will start, look toward me, head is to the side, hands on the tailbone to help you with the tuck under. Bend both knees without the hips moving, kick 3 times, 1, 2, 3. So first set, release your arms, palms face each other, roll the shoulders back and come up as high as you can. Look the other way and a kick, 2, 3, extend and arch up. Another way, kick, 2, 3, up and arch, lift, 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 and go, kick, 2, 3, release and arch. Okay, last 2, last set, 2, 3, and up. If you want, you can grab your thumbs now to open those shoulders more, and you can reach higher up on the back. 3, grab the thumbs and reach, reach. I'm going to use my feet a little to help me, and then sit back in rest pose. So you push back actively. We call it rest pose instead of child pose because it's not passive, but you're pushing back from the heel of the hand to help you to release that lower back. You can walk your hands over to one side of the mat to stretch out the hip and over to the other side. So those are our 3 arching exercises. Great. So we go to neck pull, very hard neck pull. So the problem with neck pull is that, see how I have this strap here? And at the company, we have ankle weights to put on, which makes it much, much easier because then you have something to keep the legs down because our legs are light. But we'll try it this way. I'll do it without the straps just so you can see. So I have the knees bent, hands behind the neck, heels stay down. Inhale up, exhale, round forward, sit up tall, lengthen back. Then you curl the tailbone under, the legs will straighten as you come down. Inhale, halfway up. Without a strap, I need to bend my knees, bring my hands to thighs, exhale up and over. Sit up tall, lengthen back, exhale. I have to soften my knees so my legs don't come off the mat. One more slow one like that. Inhale, exhale. If you can, leave your hands behind your neck. Use the hands to stretch the neck. And exhale through. Let's flow. Inhale up, exhale up and over. Sit up, lengthen back, exhale, curl. Again, inhale. Exhale, up and over, up, lengthen. You're articulating the spine, bone by bone, through. Last one, inhale. Exhale, up and over, sit up. If you have a ball or yoga block, put it between your knees and roll yourself down. We go into shoulder bridges. So I like to quick stretch out my hip flexors a little because it's neck pull. We a little bit overuse our hip flexors. You want to release them. Okay, so now we're going to stretch them out with a good shoulder bridge. Fingers almost reaching the heels. Neck is long, release, shoulders open. Curl the tailbone under, which means you tuck like we did at the very beginning. Then you come up bone by bone by bone. Once you're up there, see if you can make sure that your feet are parallel to pigeon-toed, that your ribs are down, and can you lift the hips higher? Stay there, release a little bit, and see if you can push up the hips higher and release a little bit. And last one, go up, 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 and then roll down ribs, waist, hips, and lengthen through the hip flexors. One more like that. Curl the tailbone under. Up you come, send the knees forward, nice and tall, nice and lengthened. And then you release a little bit down and you come up higher. Hug the ball. Make sure those knees are not opening. Lower the hips a little bit and lift up higher. And one more, lower the hips a little bit and come up higher without the ribs expanding. And you roll down, articulating the spine, upper, middle, lower, neutral pelvis. Good, you can keep doing that, but we're doing kicks now. So if you find the kicks aren't working for you, go back to regular shoulder bridge. So I have knees together, feet together. Curl the tailbone under and up you go to your shoulder bridge. Maybe put your hands under your hips. The right leg goes long and you kick to the ceiling, flex lower next to your leg. Same leg 5 times. Kick, kick, lower. And kick, kick. As I lower the leg, I lift the opposite hip. Kick, kick, lift the opposite hip. Last one, kick, kick, and lift. Put that leg back in. Curl the tailbone under, roll down ribs, waist, and hips. Release your hip flexors. You have one more to go. Curl the tailbone under all the way up. Extend the other leg and kick, kick, and lower. And kick, kick, and lower the leg. 3 more. Kick, kick. As I lower the leg, I lift those hips up. Kick, kick. Work the hamstring. Kick, kick. Well, it's a bunch of them, right? And kick, kick, and lift up. Put the leg back in. Lift your hips. Roll down ribs, waist, hips. Good. Either rock up. I'm going to rock up to seated or do a roll up. Depends how ambitious you're feeling at this point in the class. Okay, we do the twist. So the twist, I'm going to use something I have here so you can understand this better. No one has this at home, but this we call a gondola pole. We use it for balance sometimes in Pilates. So imagine you have this broomstick, whatever. So as you twist, see how my arms now are forced to stay in alignment. And return. And twist, twist, return. Can you flex the feet? Get up on those sit bones. Twist, twist, return. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, twist. One more set. And center. Okay. That's one of the advantages of being at my own studio. Okay. All right. Jackknife is next. So jackknife is an overhead exercise. If you have any neck issues or you're feeling particularly stressed and it doesn't feel good, go back to your shoulder bridges. So you roll down, hug your knees in, and legs are up to the ceiling. Palms are down, shoulders open. Legs lower to 45 and to give you momentum to go overhead and jackknife up. If you want to, put your hands behind your back and then release into a little bit of a pike, hands down, and roll down ribs, waist, and hips. And you go down. And you go again, over and up. Release and roll. And legs come down. So we're doing more articulation of the spine. Over and up, lift it up, and roll down. We have one more to go. And go overhead. Action up. If you want to this time, flex the feet, roll down, and hug your knees in. Good. All right. Side kicks. So with side kicks, you lie, so you see how I have this mat? You have a mat that's the same shape. So the way we make sure that we're nice and square with the spine, as square as possible, is you line yourself up, elbow, shoulder, and hips on the back edge of your mat. And then your legs are forward 45 degrees, okay? So we're here like that with the hand down in front of your powerhouse, your core. The leg, top leg comes up. You kick no more than 90 to the front in a pulse, and then you sweep the leg back under your spine. You go forward in a pulse and sweep back. Forward in a pulse, sweep back, and you flow, and front, front. Those of you that feel that you're stable, you place a hand, the other hand behind your neck. So, and you want to make sure if you can see yourself in a mirror anywhere, that this elbow is staying like it's to a cord up to the ceiling. 2 more, kick, kick. Last one, kick, kick, and back. Legs are together, flex, come up, 3 counts, 2 counts, 1 count, and draw together like you're in honey. 1, 2, 3, draw together, and inhale up, exhale together, and 1, 2, 3, and together, and a 1, 2, 3, you reverse up, 1, draw, together, and up, draw, together, and lift, 1, 2, 3, 1 more, 1, 2, you point the feet, small circle, circle, 1, 2, 3, make sure you're stable when you're going faster, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So inside leg can be uncomfortable. If you're too tight, just bring your leg down like this. Otherwise, the top leg comes forward and then the foot goes down so that the foot is actually perpendicular to the edge of your mat. That's ideal. This hand comes in and around. The bottom leg comes up. It goes to the back. It goes to the mat and forward and up, back, mat. This is hard for me. Up, back, mat. I feel it a lot in my hips. Up, back, mat, reverse. Go back, up, forward. You're also using your bottom obliques to make this happen. And back, up, forward, and keep your core in. And good. So let's lift both legs up and do little beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Ooh, falling off my mat. And one more, we'll do big scissors. So the legs come up, you scissor once, you scissor twice. You're going to do 10 for flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs down. To transition to the other side, you put your forehead down, legs go behind you, lift your legs up, open, shut 20 times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you're gonna set up on the other side. So I'm going to just stay this way rather than rolling over so you can see me rather than the back side. So you line up, back edge, and then the legs come forward onto your moon box. Hips are back. Top leg comes up for forward back. So I'm very stable. Hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. And you go forward, forward. As you go back, internally rotate the leg and make sure that your hips don't swing back. Another slow one. As you go forward, I have to turn out my leg a little to release my hip flexor. You can play with that. And go back, pushing so I get stretched through the hips. And you flow, kick, kick, and back. So you can keep your hand down in front of your waist, or you can try this one. Usually when you do the one with the hand behind, you have to have smaller range of motion. Kick, kick, and back. Couple more, kick, kick, and back. 2 more, kick, kick. That's more than a couple. And last one, and back. Legs together, flex both feet. Up, 2, 3. You might want to put your hand on your hip to make sure that the leg is really only going about 30 degrees and staying inside the hip joint, that the hip doesn't have to tilt. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Reverse. Up 1, draw, 2, together. Lift up 1, 2, 3. Lift up 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Point the feet, small circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. So I'm doing small circle inside the hip socket. Right. Inside leg. Bring the leg in. Foot perpendicular. my hand is not only holding the foot in place, but my elbow bends to try to keep my knee also in alignment to the bottom toes. The leg comes up, goes to the back, goes to the mat, and forward and up, back, mat. We do 5 of these, up, back, mat, right? So this side is easier for me. You might notice that one side is tighter or easier, right? Reverse, back, up, forward, down, back. Keep your core in, shoulders down, and back, up. 2 more. Last one. And then legs are together, hands are down. You lift both legs up and you do 10 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Now big scissors. Lift the legs up. Scissor 1, scissor 2, and flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All righty, guys. Time for the teaser. All right, if you have your ball or yoga block, you can put that between your knees now, or a magic circle. Otherwise, you can just have your knees together, feet together. So this is an extension of our roll up and neck pull. Go out about this far. So I'm 45 degrees with my body and my knees. Extend the arms so they're parallel to your quad. Chin to the chest, roll down to the tips of the shoulders. Inhale here. As you exhale, you come up slowly, articulating the spine. And you finish with the tailbone curled under and the chest open. Head in. And come on down. Stay there, inhale. Exhale up. And one more, inhale. Exhale down. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale up. Now you can keep doing that one or join us with the legs at 45 degrees. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale halfway down. Come up. Rolling down and up and rolling down. Let's do 2 more. Up and lower. Last one. Up, stay, stay, stay. And roll all the way down, turn over for swimming. Today, let's just have 2 hands under your forehead like a pillow. Lift your legs and flutter kick up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit back on your heels. Good. Over to the side, mirror me. Mermaid, get a little stretch, inhale up. Exhale a little bit over. Inhale up and over. And one more up. And go as far as you can. Let's grab the wrist, stretch, chin up. Feel a big stretch in your side ribs. Let go. Go through a T. Counter stretch. And press up. And you swing the legs around. Let me do the other side. Up you go, inhale. And just a little exhale. Just don't go too far first, sort of explore it. And then go inhale and go a little bit further. Reach, stretch, go, 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 go. And one more, inhale. And go as far as you can. Grab your wrist, reach, stretch, go. And go through the T and counter stretch. We do the seal and then we'll do some serratus push-ups to finish. You can stay an extra 2 minutes, that'd be great. Hands come prayer position in and around on your ankles, or you can do rolling like a ball, guys. And you have 1, 2, 3 is just to release your back. 1, 2, 3, so use it as a little breather. And good, 1, 2, 3. And last. The legs open, shut 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, coming down. So This is what happens as you're going back. You do 1, 2, 3 at the top and 1, 2, 3 at the bottom as you roll back and forth. I wasn't very clear on that. Sorry, guys. All right, serratus push-ups. When you're doing a serratus push-up, you're on your forearms. The hips stay in place and just the chest melts. So you're working your rhomboids. You're working the shoulder blade muscles. So you go out onto your forearms in a good plank position, tightest hips, long neck, and only the chest melts, the hips stay up. The chest melts, don't let the head drop. The melt the chest, 2 more, melt up, melt, press away, bend the knees and push yourself back. Quick rest pose. Last one, guys, out we go. Nice, lengthen tight hips, melt and press away. And 2, 5 of them, and 3. Keep the hips lifted, nice long neck. Last one, and then sit back, take a deep breath. Exhale.